dedicate this video to the products that I have found to work for me now that I've been natural for 1 year. So it's definitely gone through ups and downs, trying to figure out what I should use for conditioners or styling agents to define my curls better than they were doing before. So now that I've had a year's experience, I kind of have solidified what's going to work best for me, and it may kind of give you some indication or what direction to look in to figure out what's going to work for you. Now keep in mind that everyone's hair, at the end of the day, every single person's hair is different. No one has the same exact hair. There's some people who have similar hair, but no one has the same exact hair, so things that work for me may not work for you. And I'm going to try to get in close. You can see kind of like my texture-ish. So my texture is definitely curly, tight. It's actually funny, on one side the curls are tighter than they are on this side, and on the top they're just like loose, very loose, all that stuff. So you have an idea. Like, I'll show you one more time of what my hair looks like. And so I'm just gonna start with what I would do daily. I do typically wet my hair every day. Now that I've done my second VC, I probably, and it's not that long, I probably will be wetting it maybe 2 or 3 times a week, not every day. But when I do use conditioner. I co-wash every time it's wet. Now let me say this: a lot of people have used Miss Jessie's Kinky Curly for curl defining agents, and I have found that I do not need to do that. My conditioner is thick enough, and really, I've actually noticed any conditioner. I use Tresemme, but any conditioner will work. I put the conditioner in my hair. I co-wash, clean my scalp and everything. But I rinse it out, and then I apply a little bit more back into my hair that I allow to just stay in my hair. I use it as a leave-in conditioner, but not for conditioning, agents, but as a style curl definer, and it works very well. And what I also do is I use my shea butter mix. A lot of people have been using commercial products for moisturizing purposes. I simply bought raw shea butter, messed around with it, melted it, added other oils to it, and put it through I did things to it to make it in a whipped form, because when you buy raw shea butter, it's very hard, and you can put it in your hands and rub it, and it will eventually melt, but it takes a very long time because it's very dense. So I made mine a lighter, almost like whipped butter, you would say. That's exactly the texture that the shea butter that I use on my hair is. That's exactly what it is. I put it in my hair and it melts immediately, and I use that as my daily conditioner. I would say how I make it, but I sell that. I sell it here in Atlanta, and to students that attend the same school as me. And I've been actually getting really good positive feedback from it. At first it was just something I did in my house with my mom and my sisters, but I've taken it to campus and have gotten positive feedback from it for it there. But what I'm saying, the reason that I'm bringing that up is I'm saying a lot of people feel as though they have to buy these ridiculously expensive products, commercial line products that can be anywhere from $50 a jar. Like, I will say this, it's been a year since I've been natural. I have not once used commercial products, and my hair has been very healthy. My hair has been very presentable, and I have not used those products. Now, I will say it took me a long time to figure out, what's going to work for me. I first started defining my hair with gels. And I eventually was like, no, this isn't. But it took me a long time. But with time and patience, I found what I needed to do, and it doesn't cost me a lot of money, and it's very effective. And everything that I use is natural, everything. So the first thing is I use conditioner, and I use my shea butter mix. That's what I use on a daily basis. Now, I've also learned from the year of being natural that protein treatments are extremely, extremely important. Now, what it is I've heard it put it this way, that your hair needs a perfect balance between protein and moisture. And so I have seen in the stores jars of hair mayonnaise, as they call it, but I also saw on YouTube someone else simply just take raw eggs, raw mayonnaise, and mix it together and they put it on their hair and they leave it on for a minimum of 30 minutes. And I started doing that, and my hair has gotten very strong. A way to check to see if your hair is lacking in protein is when, if you're, okay, so my hair is really small, but let's say I pull this curl out like this, and if it was slow to spring back, if it stayed kind of straight and kind of slung, you know, scrunched back up very slowly, that's an indication that your hair is low in protein. When your hair is high in protein, it snaps back like that. So, you know, but I would say even if your hair is not doing that, it's still something that's good to do once a month. Even for permed women, doing protein treatments will strengthen your hair and will lessen your chances for hair damage and breaking at the ends and splitting. Protein treatments really do work for both permanent and natural people. You need to do it. It's good. So far we have conditioner, shea butter mix, and protein treatment. And really, those are the only things that I have done that I'm like, this is what I'm going to do for as long as for basically the rest of my life. Like, all this other stuff that I've been doing with my hair is unnecessary. If I have good moisture, I have good protein, and I have a styling agent, which is my conditioner, then I'm good to go. So those are the things that I found after all the gels that I've been using, after all these different products, having people buy me gifts from Miss Jessie's and blah blah. At the end of the day, I'm using 3 things that partially I make. The only thing that I buy is the conditioner. So you can definitely survive being natural without using expensive products. You're gonna have to, a lot of people are in school, some people are working, and they don't have time to sit down and experiment kind of the way I did. But like, set aside one weekend just to research different things that other people are doing. There is so much information on YouTube. People doing avocado treatments for moisturizers. Some people just taking their conditioner, something I do, take my conditioner and leave it in overnight. The next morning my hair is extremely moisturized. Like, even something simple like that. You just need to spend some time figuring out what it is you need to do. But like I said before, the 3 things that I do is the conditioner, shea butter, and protein mix, and that's all I need. That's all I need. My hair's been extremely healthy. I haven't had any problems with breaking. Nothing. I didn't cut my hair because I messed it up in some way. Like, I cut it because I wanted to, but my hair was very healthy, and I'm looking forward to the next year with now that, because the first couple months was experimentation, and then I got it down pat, like the last 6 months. So the next year is going to be all 1 year of knowing exactly what I need to do, and then we'll see. I can compare the results from this past year and next year, December, see how my hair is looking. But if I could give you any word of advice, please do the protein treatments. Please do them. They're very good for your hair, and a lot of people don't know about that, and you need to do it. You need to do it to keep your hair strong. But that's it. Just wanted to do this video for you guys.